An assassination attempt would be huge news in any race. This isn't even the first one. We also had a debate last week. What is all that doing to the polls? Well, this is a Sky poll tracker and actually fairly steady for Harris, even though we've had some of the most recent polls following that debate. Well, that's because this is an average. We're looking for reliable polls. Polling is slow as a result. But what is quick is money. And this shows the bookies' favourite to become the next US president. And this is a lot more reactive. You can see things happen in real time. So take this. We can see the reaction to that apparent assassination attempt actually showing a drop in Donald Trump's support. Compare that to earlier this summer over here. With that initial assassination attempt in Pennsylvania, there was a surge for Trump. Now, this is people putting their money where their mouth is. That's a pound sign, and that says 66 million pounds being bet so far. £1 billion was bet in total. And it does seem to have some predictive power. Look over here. This is the debate between Biden and Trump. Biden's odds dropped off a cliff after that. Or we compare that to over here, where we can see the effects of that Harris-Trump debate. Seems like Harris, that has helped her in terms of the bookies' odds. But what's really obvious here is this is a back and forth with, one candidate edging against the other, wheel-to-wheel racing, as it were. So why is that discrepancy between the polls, which look fairly steady? Well, it's because of the nature of this race. It's a race to 270 electoral college votes, each state casting its votes. Now, there are all these states in red and blue here. They end up in those columns for Kamala Harris or Donald Trump. We're really interested in these swing states. These are the ones that are going to decide the course of this election. Now, we have polling for those states. It's very tight in all of them. But here is one scenario based on that polling where we've given some of those states, according to the polling, to Harris, some of those according to Trump. The one we've left out for now is this one, the 19 electoral college votes of Pennsylvania. Now, Kamala Harris is slightly ahead there, but again, really, really tiny in terms of the lead. If you put that in her column, she's the president. She gets over that 270 line. But if Donald Trump wins that, well, he is president again. So there's tiny margins here, but actually it's even tinier than just the state. If we look at what happened last time round, Biden versus Trump, this is the final electoral college map. Let's look at what happened in Pennsylvania, because this whole state came down to just 80,000 votes. And you think that's tiny. Well, look at 2016. Trump versus Hillary Clinton. This, in terms of the overall difference, that was just 44,000 votes. So that's why you get these sort of discrepancies. You see the polling suggesting a lead for Harris. You see the betting markets saying this is actually a very close, quite a turbulent race, because it could come down to just 44,000 voters out of 6 million. That is how tight this whole thing is.